Puppet emotion, production.
Yeah. Okay.
Puppet emotion, production.
Yeah. Okay.
And a 1, 2. It's been a while since I've literally done this, hasn't it? Well, let me just. Sonic Heroes menu theme. Aw, yeah! Folks! Live from the offices, and then live from the freaking Big 3 Box Network offices. This is a Sonic review! Oh my god, it's been so long since I said that. But let's get to the meat and potatoes, shall we, folks? So, you're probably wondering, Bugsy, how did you like the Sonic movie? Well, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna try and give as less spoilers as possible. But, well, actually, this is gonna be filled with some spoilers. So, please, if you haven't watched it yet, and don't, I got to see it a little early. Don't worry about how that was accomplished. Just know, when I set out to do something, I'm the shit when it comes to it. So I was watching this movie with Annie, and we were having a good time. Sonic basically is trying to be a hero, not really knowing how to really proceed with that. That opening scene in the trailer? Yeah. You're gonna love it. Let's just say Sonic screws up. He's been trying to do hero work all night. He goes back to his house. He goes back to his house with Tom and his wife. He tries to get some sleep, but the dog wakes him up. If I had a nickel every time Princess woke me up from a freaking, or when I'm trying to sleep, or when I'm blowing all-nighters, trust me, there would be at least $10,000 at least. So, okay. So then we go to Eggman, who literally is on Mushroom Hill Zone. I know they keep calling it the Mushroom Planet, but we all know it's Mushroom Hill Zone. So as Eggman has just kind of been acclimated, or slowly kind of acclimated to Mushroom Hill Zone, he's checking out some stuff. Then a warp ring opens up. So basically, some dudes try to attack him, which I don't even know are echidnas or not. I don't know. Maybe they were sentries. I don't know. They didn't explain it. So Knuckles comes out and is like, he sees the quill that Eggman still has. They took from Sonic in the first movie. He goes like, "Where did you get that?" And he goes, "Oh, my little friend. I got this from a little blue pest on Earth. I can tell you where he is." Basically, Sonic is having the stereotypical teenage or kid house party because his parental figures are gone. And, it's basically what you expect. But I don't know. I really enjoyed it. But let's speed up a little bit because I'm giving you that. But we see Tails, and Tails has. So I'm gonna pull back on the spoilers actually. So we see Tails, and Tails has been, well, Tails is a big fan of Sonic. I'm just gonna just say that. So basically, Knuckles comes, wrecks Sonic shit. There's a chase. There, Tails comes to save him. Eggman and Stone reunite. Eggman and Stone reunite. And basically, they find out where they find this map made by Longclaw, which I guess I guess she is dead. But then again, they also say Knuckles is part of Knuckles' clan died because of Longclaw, or that's what they were implying. I don't know what, but they never came back, so it could be assumed that Longclaw may have, they may have fought to the death, or something might happen. Who knows? So, as we get, so Sonic actually turns on the map with his powers, and basically Longclaw leaves a message like, Sonic, you're a good soul, and now I need you to look after the emerald since I'm gone. Sonic has a sad moment where he's just like, wait, and then, a little bit of a projection feather kind of falls down. So they basically hike it to wherever they need to go. Wherever they need to go, I'm just gonna call it Ice Cap. The weird thing is the Master. I'm gonna say this. The weird thing is the Master was on like Earth, and that's weird. But so after a scene with some Russians, which I was like weird because they were lit. These Russians were uncharacteristically just hostile. I mean, I guess if you saw a blue hedgehog and a fox, I mean, I guess he would be kind of weirded out. But basically, Tails' translator didn't work out so good, so they got all offended and shit, and what proceeded was a dance-off. I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Dance-off happened. They kind of won. Bingo bango. They move forward. So they basically find where they can find the compass to the emerald. Eggman and Knuckles swipe. Eggman swipes it. Knuckles follows. They have a fight on the mountain. Basically, Sonic is taking out the Eggman robot. Some of them look like buzz bombers, by the way, which I think is very interesting and clever. Sorry, my dog is seeing cats. So there's buzz bombers in the way. So there's kind of like, buzz bombers and stuff. But Tom and his wife go into her sister's wedding. We're gonna get into that in a minute. So basically, Knuckles. So basically, Eggman snags the compass, injuring Tails. And basically, Sonic calls Tom and just goes like, Tom, we're in some trouble, blah, blah, blah. Throw the warp ring. And then we get a scene where Tom is like trying to tell the fiance in this little wedding that's going on that, he needs that ring. And, the sister-in-law is being a kind... Oh, Princess, you are not making this easy for me. But I'm gonna continue anyway. Okay, I'm about to go Ace Ventura on this shit, so get ready. It took a big gust of air. So, now that Tom actually threw the warp ring, they had a little scene where he switched the real ring out for the wedding ring. Tom Tom throws the right ring, and then we find out that this wedding was just a setup for a bunch of gun agents. And y'all know how I feel about gun agents. When Suit basically was them capturing Sonic after Sonic got out of the Himalayas or ice cap. And basically they captured Sonic and Tails, and then just basically said that they're saying that Robotnik is still here, but they're like, Robotnik's dead. Typical gun agent, not really understanding, but trying to cover shit up. So basically the Tom's wife and the sister-in-law basically save them by beating all the gun agents, which made me happy because y'all know how I feel about guns. Yeah, I never understood why Shadow literally just kind of just kind of became a gun agent. I mean, I know it's explained, but it never made sense to me. But anyways. But, yeah, then the freaking sister-in-law and the fiance have this whole big thing, like, the one thing about being in the camp, I should never be in love. And I'm like, oi. I mean, I don't mind the human characters in the movie. It kind of sets up GUN, and I'm not mad about that. But there could have been less of that. But it is what it is. It just sets things up. I know that may be like a sticking point for you guys, but there's going to be a little bit more human scenes. I just wish most of the movie basically just takes place in our world again. With maybe we see Labyrinth Zone where the Chaos Emerald is. Knuckles and Eggman, Knuckles and Robotnik find the Master Emerald, which is really, like, I wouldn't say fun size, about as big as my hand. If you all have seen my hands. But, they're pretty big. But, anyways. So, basically, Knuckles and Sonic have a fight. And basically, while that's going on, Eggman snags the emerald in a kind of, oh my god, in the movie, there's a lot of references sprinkled within this movie, and it just makes me so fucking happy. It's also the plane you're gonna see a few times, and then you're gonna be like, is that the tornado? It's like, not really, but it kind of is, kind of, sort of. But basically, after Eggman, Robotnik goes, friends are dookie, so blah, 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 and betrays Knuckles. Knuckles feels sad, and freaking Knuckles throughout this whole entire movie is serious, but with a little bit of that gullibility we all know Knuckles for, where it's not stupid, it just kind of feels right because Knuckles probably has been alone with no one, so it kind of makes sense that Knuckles would kind of trust Eggman a little bit. Also, Stone tries to get Eggman to know how he feels by being his, lackey. But, which it kind of shows that Eggman kind of cares about Stone to an extent. But I just think he needs a lackey. I don't really think there's anything more than that. I wanted to just say, hey, Stone, dude, you can find someone better. It don't have to be Robotnik. You can find, don't be like Smithers, man. Don't be like Smithers, always chasing after Mr. Burns. Go find some dude or chick, whatever makes you happy, and just find that person. Eggman's not the only motherfucker around. Like, Jesus. So, me So me and Eddie saw the post credit scene. It has Shadow. So we were losing. So I lost my shit. But it was a pretty good movie, and at the end of it, Knuckles really, I guess Tom and his wife are now, and I can't remember her name, but I guess now they have Tails and Knuckles, and also there was the supersonic thing, and there was the Death Egg robot, and Robotnik did take the Master Emerald and like took its power because the Master Emerald has the Chaos Emerald inside of it, like some weird Chaos Emerald turducken, which I'm like, this is some good ass, this is some weird shit, but I kind of like it. Sure, trust me, the Sonic movie is not what I really wanted it. Like if I could make a sequel to the Sonic movie, there's a lot of things I would change. But as is, I really did enjoy it. And yes, it was an hour long. These fucking critics out here just sitting around going, it's an hour long. Let me just say something. To you critics, I love to say this. Shut the fuck up. So it's an hour long. Most movies are an hour long. What the fuck is your problem? God dang. Like, Jesus, I freaking shudder to think what it would be like if they just jam-packed this shit with Sonic references. Y'all idiots would be like, where? Where's the Sonic? Where? Oh my god. It's like, oh my god, y'all would be so lost. So yeah, GUN is here. We had the fight with Eggman, and they almost kind of did like a little Fleetway tease. Saying that Knuckles saying Sonic has basically used the power of emeralds. He's not the same Sonic that you know. Only to tease like a few minutes later that he made a chili dog coming up in air and he's eating it and he's just acting like regular Sonic. But think how cool that would have been if they literally kept Sonic as Fleetway and the third movie is not just Shadow, but a freaking demonically emerald charged Super Sonic. Oh my god, that would be fucking cool, but it didn't happen, and I don't expect it to. It'd be kind of a dark way to end the whole thing. Basically though, so what do I think of Sonic 2? Other than the humans, which to me is a nitpick because it sets up GUN. And we do see something with the weird other Sheriff Wade, which he was funny. He was funny. And Stone's creepy obsession with Eggman. Like, it goes way past I love you, Robotnik face, into the fucking, oh, this is creepy. He is really thinking about how to dress up Robotnik in all these different clothes. Like he's some sort of, like this is dress up, you heard dress up darling? This is dress up Eggman. This is dress up Robotnik. Home edition. But yeah, he basically makes the Death Egg robot out of like material using the Master Emerald, which I think is pretty cool. You know, a certain green hedgehog that appears on this channel every once in a while would be a little offended. He would be. He'd say things like, "This is fucking stupid. They give Eggman this, but not me. This is bullshit." Bunch of shit. But yeah, they end the movie with before the post-credit scene, they end it with, like Knuckles trying to figure out how baseball works, and like basically after they're done, and now Knuckles won because he just bashed the ball all the way out of center field. They win, they go, they have ice cream, but Knuckles actually said something that made me go, because let me just tell you something. For all of us old Sonic fans, I'm talking about us back in the fucking day. If any of you remember this, you're basically close in age range to me. But let me just tell you something. Knuckles said when they were explaining ice cream to him, he's like, does it have grapes in it? And I was like, oh my fucking god, they remembered the grapes. I know Sonic Generation gave it like a passing reference, but they remembered Knuckles likes grapes. Oh my god. Do I think the Freedom Fighters are gonna be in it? No. Do I think this is like an Archie movie because Richard Kuda says so? No. Would I like the Freedom Fighters in it? Yes. But I think from this moment forward, Jeff Fowler's doing what he wants with the movie. He's doing it his own way. It's not gonna follow exactly like the games and stuff. But they're doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing, and I think that's great. But yeah, we get Shadow. So yes, G-Win has seen the records, which that is Prison Island. So 3 is gonna be them going to Prison Island. So, and I think Shadow's whole storyline is intact. From what I saw. But I'm telling you guys, I think they either are going to skirt the fact that G-Win, they marked a ill child, or they're probably gonna skip over it like like it didn't happen. So, and that just begs the question: are they just gonna take every character in to live with them afterwards? It's like is Shadow gonna live with Sonic 2 and like Sonic 3? Are we gonna see that shit? Is that gonna happen? Like, I mean, granted that they took in Knuckles and like Tails, where are they gonna sleep at now? But what they gonna do with Shadow? Is Shadow gonna live with them? Is Shadow gonna just go out? I mean, are we gonna see Rouge? I mean, if we do, they're gonna have to change her a bit, They can't make Rouge, they can't make Rouge have a bunch of Dobo hunkeros, you know what I'm saying? They can't be showing that around because it's gonna be a movie for all the family and all that stuff. But I guess they're gonna have to say like, I guess we probably won't even have Team Dark because we need Gamma and like Rouge, so they're gonna have to explain that. But Jeff Fowler to me can't do no wrong, and I'm not doing this like, Bugsy, that's how you feel when we say about Ian Flynn, because Ian Flynn has one chance this year, and if he disappoints me, then y'all know how I feel. But Jeff Fowler's doing something that every director is scared to do. Take a little bit from every part of lore and just divvy it up to make it more of a compelling thing. Like, the movies are a melting pot with everything they can put into it. And if Jeff Fowler keeps going this way, I'm good with it. Now, would I want a rated R Scourge movie? You better fucking believe it. But I know that's not gonna happen. But the Sonic movie to me was a good time. And I had some good news, and when I was done, I got some good news from Annie, and I'm just like happy, and just, it just feels good. By the way, I've pre-recorded this, I pre-recorded this at midnight. So I pre-recorded this, so yeah, I wanted to just say. Well, I mean, I can't tell you when I recorded this. Really, don't worry now. But really, I had fun. It was a good little romp. Do I think it was disappointing as a Sonic movie? No, I think it was good. I think there's many things I would change, and may I'll do a video on that. But all in all, I enjoyed it because we could have got something completely worse, and we didn't, and I'm just happy. Also, when Agent Stone and Eggman are just in the Death Egg robot, Stone pulls out a manual, and the manual for the Death Egg robot looks like an old Genesis manual. And for folks like me that still remember Sega and the Genesis, that slapped me in the face and was like, yeah, don't think I forgot, boy. Don't think I forgot. There's all sorts of references just peppered in it, and I just enjoy it. I just wish they could have used some remastered music from some of the Sonic games, but you can't really hope for everything, and that's fine. Yeah. Are we ready? Is Shadow happening? Is Shadow gonna have it? Yep. What's gonna happen to Shadow afterwards? I don't fucking know. You know, with Jeff Fowler, he can go in any direction, and I'd be cool with it. And you could be like, well, Bugsy, you don't like the directions that Ian Flynn takes. Ian Flynn, okay, let me just say this. Ian Flynn does what he wants, regardless of how any of us feel about it. And if some of you Ian Flynn fans say, well, Bugsy, you don't know. Well, I've been around and I've seen him do stuff way before the IDW days. But I feel like Jeff Fowler goes like, hey, let's take this from this continuity and see where that goes. Or let's pepper in one reference to Sonic Underground and do a bunch of other stuff. It's just, and you know, seeing Robotnik and his Eggomatic was just pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And you know, and just Knuckles being this fish out of water that works with Eggman, and really, before he gets, after he gets betrayed, he just says to Eggman, I thought you're my friend. And I'm like, oh, Knuckles. Again, they really play up that whole gullibility with Knuckles, and I just, because you know what the movie reminded me that I feel like the games forget. Knuckles probably didn't get the same training, but he is a warrior. He is intelligent when it came to like traps and shit. Well, they dumb him down a little bit, but kind of the Knuckles I've always wanted to see. And I hope to God we can stop making Knuckles dumb. We actually know now that Knuckles can be competent. Can we get on the same page with each other on this? Okay, please. Knuckles don't have to be an idiot, but he doesn't have to be super serious. The movie strikes a balance with that, and I enjoy that. But I shall see you all later. Peace. Bugsy is out of here. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Yeah. Okay.
You watching the Big Box Network.
Yeah.